Hi, it's Daphne. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a really fun announcement for you. I'm going to be a co-host in the romance readathon that's happening all of August. This readathon is hosted mainly by Maggie from Maggie's Books and Stuff. She has created it and put in so much work and creativity to make this such an epic romance readathon. This one for this year is going to be Bridgerton themed, so it's just like stunning. It has all of these really cool elements that I'm going to get into for you, but the main thing you need to know is that this readathon is going to be happening in August, and we're going to be focusing on reading historical romances, but you don't have to read historical romances. You can read whatever you want. So first things first, there are going to be a ton of characters for you guys to choose from. These characters are pretty much going to be your team. So I am on Team Bluestocking, which is the character Miss Amaya Reed, and she'd rather be reading. She's more of a scholarly character. I'm going to pop up the little graphic for you to read, and there are a ton of other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 teams you can choose from. So there's the Protector, there's the Wallflower, there's my Bluestocking, there's the Hoyden, and then there's also the Seductress. So it's going to be so cool. So the team that gets the most points ends up with the most desirable love match. So there's going to be a Duke/Duchess, a Marquess/Marchioness, an Earl/Countess, a Viscount/Viscountess, and a Baron/Baroness in order of love match quality, you know, societally. Obviously, you should go for the highest tier, but pretty much everybody's gonna be a winner because you're gonna find a love match no matter what. The readathon, the way it works is a bit complicated, but in like a really fun way. So I'm gonna link Maggie's video down below. So if like she's able to say it more concisely and in a more clear way, definitely watch hers, but I'm gonna do my best explaining it to you. But obviously I didn't create it, so like I'm still wrapping my head around everything also, and I'm trying to say it clearly for you. But yes, so far you know that there's going to be characters, and you're trying to get points for your character's team to win the best love match, which I listed. So some of my fabulous co-hosts are Lisa and April, who are on the Hoydens team, Joanna and Bia, who are on the Protectors team, Tiffany and Crystal, who are on the Seductresses team, Patricia and myself, who are on the Bluestockings team, and then Hannah and Maggie, who are on the Wallflowers team. So I'm gonna link all their channels down below. It's gonna be so much fun. So instructions wise, I'm gonna pop up the graphic that Maggie put together, but pretty much you're gonna pick your character. You can sign up for the readathon down in my description. I'm gonna link that for you, and you just read. And there's gonna be different levels of points for the books that you read, which I'll go into in a second. You're gonna log those into the book tracker, which I'm gonna link down below. And then there's also going to be weekly challenges, and you can track your points for those. You can either gain extra points for your team or attack other teams. And then this really cool part that I'm so excited for is that on Discord, that I'm going to link down below for the readathon, it's exclusive to the Discord. There are going to be weekly polls put out on Sundays, and it's going to affect what happens to our character. So we're all gonna get a chance on our team to decide on this poll what our character should do next, and there could be positive repercussions or negative repercussions, like things related to, does she take a second dance with the romantic interest, or does a nosy auntie type woman get involved, or like, you know, like it's just gonna affect her storyline. And these storylines are gonna be revealed in these society papers that Maggie writes up. So it's gonna be like Bridgerton, and she's calling it Lady Howlop's. So Lady Howlop's gonna be telling us all the gossip that's going on with our characters. Very similar to Bridgerton, and I'm so excited. It's just such a fun, creative way to do a readathon that I have never seen before. And in addition to these society papers, there's gonna be like the white papers, which are gonna be the hetero storylines, but then you can also read the pink papers, which is gonna be the sapphic storyline. So I love that you can choose which way you wanna go with the story, which storyline you wanna follow. Obviously you can read both storylines, which I'll probably do, but yes, I'm just like, I think this is so amazing. Props to Maggie for coming up with this. And these papers are gonna come out on Saturday. So we'll do the polls on Sunday, and then a week will go by, and then on Saturday we'll get the updated papers to see what went down. All right, so let's get into how the points work. So I'm gonna pop up the graphic. It's a little bit different than I've seen personally myself, but I'm intrigued. It's based off how many pages you read. So if you read 1 to 99 pages, you get 50 points. If you read 100 to 199 pages, you get 100 points. 200 to 299, 200 points. 300 to 399, 300 points. And I guess if you read further, it kind of still matches. I don't know the details on that. We'll have to see how the form works. And then in addition, you can get some bonus points. So get extra points if your book meets the following. If the book you read is a romance, you get 25 extra points. If it's a historical romance, you get 50 extra points. And if it's an LGBTQ plus or BIPOC author, you get an additional 50 points. And I did see that Maggie in her FAQ specified that it's the author that has to be LGBTQ plus or BIPOC for it to count. It doesn't count if the main characters are that and the author isn't. So just FYI on that, because I've done that in the past with other readathons where I'm like, okay, the character is, but I don't know if the author is, and I'll still count it anyway. But Maggie's being very precise. You have to know that the author is one of those things. And you can find out by just checking their accounts on Goodreads or their blogs or whatever, and go from there. And then lastly, points-wise, if you complete challenges, you can gain 50 points or subtract 50 points from other people's teams, like I mentioned previously. I think that's pretty much all I know on the readathon. Again, definitely join the Discord because a lot of it is going to be happening in there. I'll probably schedule some reading sprints for this as well because I've been having so much fun doing reading sprints and hanging out with you guys live. And I'm going to try to be better at participating in the readathon on the YouTube channel. Like, I'm very active in my readathons on Instagram. Like, I just completed Once Upon a Readathon with Hannah, and I've been pretty active on Instagram for that, but it doesn't really reflect in my videos. So I'm planning, unofficially, but like I'm gonna make it official right now as I say to you, to do weekly reading vlogs for the month of August. So you guys can see how I do reading-wise throughout the week, and I can talk about how we're doing in the readathon as we're all reading together. So that's my plan, and I'm gonna stick to it because I've said it. Again, if you need more clarity or information, Maggie's video is gonna be linked down in the description. Her video is definitely gonna have the best source of truth when it comes to the readathon. But again, I'm so excited. Please join Blue Stockings. Please read for my team. I'd love to have you. I will definitely be active on Instagram for all this. Hopefully, I really don't know what kind of graphics she has for Instagram, but I guess we'll find out. But if you want to follow me on Instagram to see what I'm doing on the day-to-day, you can find me at being.daphne. It's linked in my description, and I'll be active in her Discord as well. So at me and we can chat. But for now, that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it and you're very excited for this readathon, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see how I do on the readathon, feel free to subscribe down below. I would greatly appreciate it, and it definitely helps out my channel. And I will catch you in another video. Bye!